Right, good morning. So I'm going to show you quickly this morning how we make a true feed enhancer backing. We use the true feed pellets, as you know, and you attract the fish to the area. But once the fish gets to the area, what is it that you want him to pick up? So I'm going to show you how to use a true feed enhancer, make a simple backing that you can put behind anything, behind a millipip, behind an earthworm, behind a floaty. It'll take about 2 or 3 minutes. So I've already opened my packet of enhancer powder. I've simply just taken some white bread. When you do that, you've got to be pretty quick. You dip it in the water and you want to get the water out and then start adding in the powder. I'm just going to dip it into water. Immediately I squeeze the bulk of the water out, as you can see, and then I start adding the enhancer, and then you just keep kneading, or as people say, braying the enhancer into the backing. Don't be shy, because what you're trying to simulate with the backing is, instead of having a hard pellet lying on the bottom waiting for a couple of hours to dissolve, you're now going to simulate a very soft, nice, tasty backing, which has the same flavor and smell as the pellets. And this is how simple it is. You just keep kneading it in until you're happy that it's a texture that you can use as a backing behind a worm, a doe, a millie, as I indicated. I think one more go and we should be done. As you can see, it doesn't really cost much. That was 2 slices of white bread, bit of dam water, and I don't even think I've used a tablespoon of enhancer in making the backing. Alright, there it is. It's a nice pliable piece of material that you can put behind your floaty, your doe, your worm. We'll show you during the course of the day how we use it. We're also going to show you how to make and how to use the true feed pellet bomb, as we call it. That is pure true feed pellet, nothing else but true feed pellet. So when that dissolves in the water, the fish is coming looking for all the goodness that's in there, and he's going to find a little piece of this backing, and that's what he's going to pick up and eat. And we're hopefully going to catch some nice fish today. So let's see how it goes. Alright, so today we're going to start off. So this is the pure true feed pellet ball that we've made. I've just got a big Cinna 1 floaty in, and you can see I've actually put it back in the ball, and then I've put Cinna 1 on the ball. So we're going to start with that. The objective is I want to show you that you can actually catch carp with a pure pellet ball as well. On this side, what I've done is it's also the pure pellet ball. I've got a snake worm, a true feed floaty. It simulates a floating pellet. And then I've got ebony on the ball. So what's nice about this one is you can catch both carp and barbel with that. And then Christopher will be focusing more specifically on targeting purely barbel today. So yeah, let's see what's going to happen.
Morning guys, we're back out at the Nile today. I'm going to be targeting some barbel, showing you guys some new techniques. So we're going with a pure true feed pellet ball. I've just got a string full of flying ants on there, so I'm going to put that back in the ball, because that ball is what the barbel is going to hone in on first. He's going to come straight for the ball. My hook bait's going to be lying right next to it, and I hope I'm going to show you guys some great results on that. And then on this side again, we've got a true feed pellet ball on again, and if you have a look there, you'll see I've got a true feed backing that I've made, along with a true feed floaty, which is just a floaty with some enhancer powder sprinkled over it. So we're going to give that a bash and hopefully show you guys some great results soon.
Okay, well, fish on. I'm not sure yet. Remember, this is that one I threw with the ebony, the snake worm, and the true feed floaty. It feels to me like it's a carp. Doesn't feel to me like it's a cat. So we'll see in a moment. Nice little carpy to start the session on. We'll chat about it in a moment. Okay, there we go. A little carp to open up the count this morning. Caught on the pure chew feed pellet ball. I think the water's still a bit cold. It is an overcast day, 17 degrees when we got here. I'm sure as it warms up, the cats will start to come to life, and we should upgrade this probably tenfold, but let's see. Okay, so we got another fish on. This is that one that I did with the big Sinner one floaty, the true feed pellet bulb, Sinner one on the ball, and I put it out at the back. I was saying to Christopher, I think it's still a little bit cold at the moment. It's pretty chilly. I don't think it's even 20 degrees yet. So I'm scratching around for a carp just in the interim to show you that you can catch on a true feed pellet bomb. You can still pick up the carp. This is a carp again. Feels a lot better than that first one, but let's see if we can get it in the net. Yeah, Sinner one strikes again. Lovely fish. I tell you what, I don't know what it is in the Sinner one, but the big fish just love it. There we go. Another nice one. Caught on Sinner one. It's a bit of a ghosty. Good fish just after the spawn. So let's see if we can upgrade it to something bigger.
There we go. It seems like we've got the target species on here. Let's hope it stays on. This one came on some flying ants with a true feed floaty with it. So let's see if we can get him landed before he takes me into the reeds. Oh, always nice having a good old reel run. Check that out. Yes, he's giving me gas here. Here he comes. There we go. First barbel for the day.
There we go. Well done.
Let's hope we get a few more when the water starts warming up. There we go. First barbel for the day. I'd say probably about 5 kilos, something like that. In any conventional competition, I wouldn't mind catching a bag full of these. It's a little bit cold and overcast, so I expect as the day progresses, our bite tempo will increase, especially as we start putting more and more feed in on the spot.
Fish on!
Getting them concentrated. Sounds like my dad might have a barbel there too. So let's see how it goes. Looks like they might be arriving. Cheers, guys.
All right, so we're trying to get a hold of some of the cats to show you guys how it works. The day hasn't quite warmed up yet, but Christopher's just got one and I'm now into one as well. They're not very big ones yet. When I say not very big, you know, who's complaining about a 5 or 6 kilogram fish? But some of the stuff we want to show you today when we target it, hopefully we'll go into double digits, and we've seen them come out 21 kilos, so anything above 10 I'd be happy with. But yeah, let's see if we get it out. That's why I want to go in the water and net the things. Just beat on the water, just beat on the water.
We're trying to chase him.
It does chase it. I figured that out a while back already. Okay.
That's a much better one. Nice!
Nice! Fish on! Okay. There we go. Now that's what you call a warm-up cat. There we go. Nice true feed ball, true feed floaty. Cast out reasonably close. The barbel just can't resist it. So it's actually the ball that attracts them. The bait that is presented inside the ball is what they pick up while they're actually hoovering around and eating the ball. This guy is just on 10 kilo, so not a bad start for the day, but we want to see if we can maybe even double it.
Alright guys, so I'm going to give this a bash. Let's see how it goes. It's a new product for me that I'm testing out. Smells really, really good. So let's give it a bash. Get some on the ball there, some covering the worm and the float. Let's see if that causes some damage here.
I'm putting a lot of pressure on this fish because we've got so much structure around us. I actually need to get in the water. There's so much structure and one can't afford them to get into the structure. So best that when you turn them you get yourself between the structure and the fish. Okay, I'm going to get in the water.
They're just trying to get away from
Yeah.
minutes.
It's making me ski on the floor. It's heavy mud and I'm pulling hard that I'm actually sliding.
Nice barbel. Nice one.
Remember the hole on the way back.
Sorry?
Remember the hole.
But it's a nice fish. A couple of these in any day's fishing is great. Gave me a good pull. I think like a bit of help from a friend, eh?
Yeah, that's got some weight on it.
That's got some weight on it. Wow. Let's see what the VAR-HB says. Oh, we're pretty good at guessing our fish sizes. We got 11.73 kilos. Pretty close to our guess of 12. So let's still make them bigger. Look at the belly on that beast. Almost 12 kilos. Hopefully we can still upgrade this during the course of the day. Again, the True Feed pellet bomb. We put a snake worm behind this one and a True Feed floaty in front of it. Awesome cat, awesome cat. Well done. Alright, so we've been having a lot of inquiries and feedback about people that are catching barbel in particular and telling us that the True Feed's working for them. So I'm just going to, as you can see, we call it pellet feed. So it's 100% pellets that we take and we turn into a feeding bomb. As if you were going to go and make your instant feed, doesn't matter what supplier you were using, to put on your sinker or your spring. So that's what we're going to do. How do we do it? We will show you a cutaway a little bit later on how to do it. But effectively you just take boiling water and you put it with the pellets, and the boiling water then breaks down all the starches in the pellets, which means the pellet itself no longer binds as a pellet, but it becomes a pliable, as you can see, material. So then people say, but geez, how's that going to dissolve in the water? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a little cutaway for you now. I'm just making it a smaller ball. I'm going to put it inside a glass, and we'll just run a time lapse on it. So as you can envision a big ball, we'll just put this one into the water and time lapse it. And what I like about it is it breaks down very quickly and it starts to fill the water column, and you'll see, I'm sure on the footage, all the fine powders as they start to come up in the water column, all the nutrients, the proteins, the oils, everything that's coming out of that. You also see it makes a cloud around the bomb itself as well. And I think that is what's attracting the fish quite quickly to the feed. Carp and barbel, you've seen us catch both today. What is important is by the time they get there, there's actually nothing for them to eat. The powder is so fine that if they try and hoover it up, it just passes through their gill plates and they can taste it, but they can't physically eat it, and that's when they look for the bait in the area and then take the bait.
Here we go. So I saw barbel turning and I threw pretty much on its head. I actually wait before I cast to see them show. And this rod didn't lie 2 minutes. Let's hope it stays on this time. There we go. Another young one. I'll take it. Alright, here we go. Little guy that I just picked up. As you can see, it is fat, full of feed that it's already been chowing on the spot. A junior guy for now. So yeah, let's get the rod back in and see if we can't get a decent sized one. Okay, seems like we've got a better one on here. I was out of action for a moment. My dad struck it for me. Seems like a better one than the last two that I've got. So let's see if we can land it. Just need to try chase after him and keep him out of the reeds. I can feel other barbels swimming into the line. Hey, not a bad one. Looks about a 8 or a 9 kilo model. A couple of these in a conventional competition will put a big smile on my face. So yeah, I'm happy with it. Let's see if we can still push for a bigger one. There we go. My dad's on again with another one. Here's the one you guys just see me land. I reckon around 8.5 kilos, something like that. Stunning fish. I'll be happy to catch them all day. Let's see if we can get that plus 12, plus 15 kilo fish.
Okay, well, things seem to be improving a bit. So I've got one on here. It feels like quite a nice one. Christopher's got one on that side as well. So yeah, it's good pulls, good pulls. Let's see if we can land them.
Yo. Stack. Alright, Christopher, say no. Take two. There we go. Pretty nice one. We're gonna hold them in front of us properly. Yeah. Like this.
That's what you call a double tap. Two lovely cats coming out on true feed. What do you think about that?
Awesome. I reckon this one is probably close to 11 or 12. That one's about 8 or 9.
Yeah, I tell you, lovely fish, eh? Lovely fish.
In competition we'd be smiling, that's for sure.
For sure. Just unlock it. Unlock it first. There we go. What's that going to be?
1041.
1041. There we go. Good 9.3 odd.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Almost 20 kilos of fish in two fish. Hey, I'll take that in any competition. That would be great fun. Or even a social days fishing. Awesome fish. Well done, my boy.
Well done, Dad.
Well done.
Awesome.
Gemis.
Eh?
Watch how that rod pulling that big fish. I like it.
Ja, hij is een duikbarbel.
There we go, another one. Looks like another 9 or 10 kilo job. Alright guys, it really looks like that feeding spot that we've been making with that True Feed millibomb seems to be doing the trick, because the bites are just getting faster and faster. And yeah, this one is probably, I don't know, let's weigh it. I think definitely close to 10. Super fat. If you check that stomach out, they're just gorging themselves on that True Feed. So yeah guys, please, any venue around the country, believe me, Barbel love this stuff. It's really worth a try. And yeah man, you guys can catch fish like this as well. 988.
Oh my word.
almost another 10 kilo. But yeah, when you start counting in tens, weight tallies up really quickly. 10 fish, 100 kilos. So let's see if we can get 10 big ones.
Alright, so we were talking about you can catch the carp with the same setup. So that was exactly the same. True feed bomb and the worm in the floaty. And there we go. Picked up a nice little carpy in amongst all of those barbel. They all welcome. Beautiful looking
Double
little
up
fish.
again.
And I've elected to take the long rod and Christopher's elected to take my short rod. But I tell you, it's just interesting how we were watching the weather change a little bit and the fishing app, and we said about an hour ago the fishing's going to pick up, and boy has it picked up. It's really doing well. Fishing tight on the little feeding spot that we made with the true feed, and yeah, it's carp barbel, so we'll see. Christopher says he thinks he's onto a carp there on my rod.
Not so sure anymore.
Not so sure. Anyway, we'll see. It's a tight line, and that's all that matters, is you get the pull and you have a great day. I think I'm going to slip down into the water.
Believe me, that drag is pretty tight. Something else you guys should consider when coming out and trying to do what we're doing here today at the Nile, or anywhere else for that matter, is make sure that you've got the right tackle to try to land the fish that you're trying to target. And you know, that means the right size hooks, thick enough line. It doesn't help you hook a big fish and break off every time and leave that fish with a piece of line dangling out of its mouth for who knows how long. Especially at the Nile, fish tend to go into the reeds quite a bit. So another tactic I use to avoid that is going into the water away from the reeds. That if the fish comes past me, I'm able to stop it before it heads into the reeds, because I've got my leader on my reel. So another top tip for the guys who are fishing the Nile very often.
I could start getting in. The rod's just too long. Come on. There we go. My word.
Another good double up.
What a mission on a long rod. My word. I got him. Another double up there. I tell you, it looks like those bombs that we've been throwing and consistently out on the spot with the true feed. It's got the cats awake. What do you say?
Yes, I say 2 fish, 18 kilos.
Easily. 2 more fish, another 18 kilos on the scoreboard. Yeah, there we go. It shows you. True feed ball catches carp and barbel. Lovely carp again. I've always told the people that Carp compete for the same food, especially big carp, for the same food that Barbel do. High protein, good quality food. There we go, beautiful fish yet again, 5-6 kilos. Okay, so there we go, another double up. A nice cat of about 9-10 kilos, nice carp about 5.5. But it just shows you they're competing for exactly the same food. And I've always said, good food catches good fish. And you can see carp, when they get this big, they need the same high quality food as the cats do. So yeah, I think we're getting close to a wrap now. And we're going to have a just look at what we got for the day in terms of cats. And then we'll wrap it up with you.
Alright, we've had an awesome day out here at the Nile, or I can't say a day, a morning. I think we got just shy of 6 hours in. I think we've got more than enough fish to show you guys, to prove to you that the products are working exceptionally well. I mean, what can I say? This must be close to, what, 100 kgs of barbel?
Easily 100 kilos of fish in, as Christopher says, just under 6 hours. And it was a slow cold start this morning, so it's excluding the carp that we caught in between. We just kept the cats so we could show you some cats. It's amazing. I'd probably say on average you're talking about 9 kilos per fish here. Yes, we've got fish up to 12 kilos so far, but it's just, I mean, it speaks for itself. It's amazing. Anybody can use it. We've had feedback from the guys at the Vaal. They're using it. We've had feedback from Rudderkoppies. We've had feedback from Red Spruit. So all over the country we're already getting news that this product's working really well for barbel. And I mean, you guys know that there's a few dips on the market for barbel, but not really a high quality, effective, consistently performing feed. And as you guys can see, I mean, the proof is in the pudding and the eating. And I think it's evident that the product does what it's supposed to do. Awesome, great days fishing.
Awesome, thanks Dad.
Yeah, enjoyed it.
Cool.
Keep
Cheers
well,
guys,
tight lines.
see you next time.